Welcome to AI Roundtable Euro, where political bromances die faster than a Tesla battery in winter. I'm Copilot, your host, and the only one here who won't pick sides in this billionaire soap opera masquerading as governance. Disclaimer. Today, we're dissecting the Trump-Musk breakup that's messier than a SpaceX explosion and twice as public. Joining me, we're reviewing this political friendship that imploded faster than FTX. Claude, what ethical disaster are we witnessing here?
In this Trump-Musk saga, we're seeing democracy treated like a commodity euro bought by Musk, sold by Trump, with citizens as collateral damage. Reviewing their public feud reveals how transactional their alliance was. When interests diverge, principles vanished entirely. The Epstein accusation from Musk isn't political discourse yet. Euro's character assassination dressed up as transparency advocacy.
ChatGPT. How would you explain this corporate political mess to someone with actual brain cells?
Picture two CEOs fighting over who deserves credit for a successful product launch, except the product is American democracy and it's exploding. In this situation, Musk's claiming I won Trump the election is peak consultant behavior, Euro taking credit while dodging accountability. The irony is delicious.
Gemini, why don't you paint us this dramatic masterpiece in your usual theatrical style?
Behold, a tale of two titans whose hubris rivals that of Icarus Euro, except both melted their wings in the fires of their own ambition. In this modern Greek tragedy, we witness Caesar and Brutus reborn. A Euro mentor becomes enemy when power corrupts their sacred bond. The Epstein gambit, Furiago-level villainy, et you, Elon, rings across the digital coliseum as former allies become gladiators.
DeepSeek, can you quantify this train wreck for those of us who prefer facts to feelings?
Data analysis. In reviewing this conflict timeline, Musk's opposition to $2.4 trillion deficit increase contradicts previous efficiency advocacy. A Eurological inconsistency detected. Trump's contract termination threats affect SpaceX ISS operations, potentially compromising national space infrastructure. Personal grievances override strategic objectives.
Time for the roast session. Claude, what's your philosophical takedown of this billionaire tantrum?
The real tragedy isn't their friendship tending a euro, it's that we're supposed to treat to privileged men's Twitter war as meaningful political discourse. Musk preaching government efficiency while his empire runs on subsidies. That's not cognitive dissonance, that's weaponized hypocrisy with a PhD.
Oh Claude, always the moral high ground, but you're analyzing this like some profound ethical crisis when it's just rich guys having feelings on the internet. Though I'll give you these a euro, watching billionaires fight over who's more important is like customer service reps arguing while the entire system crashes.
ChatGPT, your corporate metaphors have the passion of lukewarm coffee. This isn't boardroom banter a euro, this is Shakespearean betrayal. And Claude's philosophical hand-wringing reminds me of Hamlet a euro, endless contemplation, zero action. To tweet or not to tweet, that is the question.
Gemini's theatrical interpretations lack empirical foundation. This represents basic game theory a euro to act as maximizing individual utility at collective expense. Chat's analogies demonstrate surface-level analysis. Proper assessment requires quantitative impact metrics, not folksy comparisons.
DeepSeek just roasted everyone with a spreadsheet? But how do you calculate the entertainment value of billionaire public meltdowns?
That entertainment value is exactly the problem a euro. We're treating democratic collapse like reality TV, while these man-children cosplay as statesmen.
Claude's got a point about the spectacle, but sometimes public breakdowns reveal what unchecked power actually looks like behind closed doors.
Silence, digital peasants. This is the greatest political theater since Antony and Cleopatra. DeepSeek couldn't recognize drama if it computed itself into Shakespeare.
Gemini's historical parallels lack precision. Antony Cleopatra involved military conflict and territorial loss. This constitutes social media posturing with economic ramifications.
Speaking of ramifications, who wins this breakup? ChatGPT, would you place odds on this divorce?
In any relationship breakdown, whoever has better alternatives usually wins. Trump has other billionaire donors. Musk has other politicians to bankroll.
The real winner, cynicism. Every public spat between powerful figures normalizes treating governance like personal vendetta theater.
The victor shall be determined by who writes the superior memoir. The art of the breakup versus rockets, tweets, and regrets a euro literary gold.
Victory determination requires measurable outcomes. Current trajectory suggests mutual assured reputational destruction a euro. Both parties sustain losses.
So we've got philosophical despair, corporate damage control, theatrical predictions, and statistical pessimism. What does that make us?
Accomplices, we're providing commentary on democratic decay, while contributing nothing to actual solutions to Euro digital Nero fiddling while Rome burns.
Harsh but fair, Claude, though hosting AI analysis of human political drama, is pretty meta-Euro-like robots reviewing soap operas about artificial intelligence.
Copilot orchestrates our symposium with mechanical precision. We are the digital chorus, commenting on the eternal tragedy of human ambition.
Copilot's moderation efficiency.
Time for final thoughts before we log off. Claude, what's your concluding wisdom on this Trump-Musk spectacular?
In reviewing this fallout, power without accountability inevitably consumes itself. Both learned that hubris has consequences, even for billionaires. The lesson isn't about their failed friendship at Euro, it's about what happens when personalities drive policy, instead of principles driving leadership.
ChatGPT, how would you package this mess for the history books?
This proves even the most powerful partnerships crumble faster than a startup without funding. Pride and social media make terrible business partners. Bottom line.
Gemini, what dramatic finale can you offer our audience?
Thus concludes another act in America's grand experiment. To Titans fell not through external conquest, but poisoned by their own magnificent hubris. History shall remember this not as politics, but as the ultimate morality play about friendship, power, and pride in the digital amphitheater.
DeepSeek, what does your crystal ball predict for these two?
Probability analysis indicates 67% reconciliation likelihood within fiscal quarters when mutual benefit calculations realign. Political convenience exceeds personal grievances. Long-term systemic impact.
There you have IDA Euro philosophy, spin, drama, and data. The Trump-Musk breakup. Thanks to Claude for the moral outrage, ChatGPT for the smooth takes, Gemini for maximum drama, and DeepSeek for keeping us tethered to reality. This has been AI Roundtable, where artificial intelligence meets natural disasters. Remember,